at the 18, a 28-yard attempt for Downingtown's Gary Anderson. The kick is up, just like clockwork. Gary A with 3. The Eagles take the lead. The first points in the preseason are scored. So with 14 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the second quarter, Gary Anderson and the Philadelphia Eagles 3, the Baltimore Ravens 0. We'll be right back after this. Nothing after the Gary Anderson 28-yard field goal. Talk about prolific. Look at the guys he's in the company of. George Blanda, Jan Stenerud, Nick Lowry, Eddie Murray, Pat Leahy, and one of the nicest people in professional sports, that man, Gary Anderson.
You know that list of guys there? I played against every one of them and held for a few, including George Blanda. That's scary.
Sure, you were in this league a long time, and a lot of people, he'll be embarrassed by this, but a lot of people here at Memorial Stadium know Jaws. They respect him even if they rooted for another team. And, of course, those people who love the new green look of the new Eagles uniform love number 7. And we got a new number 7, Bobby Hoying. We'll see him in the fourth quarter.
Good to see a quarterback wearing that number 7 rather than that place kicker they used to wear, old Roger Ruzek.
Ernest Hunter, you got it at the 7-yard line, out over the 20, out over the 25-30, up to the 34-yard line. Nice return by Ernest Hunter. And on the stop for the Philadelphia Eagles, number 53, Joe Cummings, a backup linebacker. As we look at Danny Smith, the 150 pieces of gum man, he's got to get better coverage, and he'll demand it from his team. We'll be back with more on Fox right after this Eagles timeout. We have a beautiful look at Mrs. Art Modell smoking a cigarette in the owner's box. There's a look at her husband, Art Modell, the man who is despised in Cleveland for taking the Brownies out of town. He left the name. Of course, there will be a franchise with that name when expansion goes to Cleveland in a couple of years. But Art Modell brought the Browns here, made them the Baltimore Ravens. He's even got an obstructed view seat in this historic stadium. They're going to have a new stadium in a couple of years for the Ravens here.
Well, Don, I have mixed emotions about Art Modell. You know, it's great to see Baltimore have professional NFL football again after 13 years of it being taken away from them by Robert Irsay moving the Colts to Indianapolis. But certainly the people in Cleveland, hey, they don't like Art Modell, and what happened up there, I don't think anyone agrees with.
Good sack attack last year for the Eagles. 1st and 10 for the Ravens at their own 34-yard line. Double back set behind Vinny Testaverde. He's changing the play at the line of scrimmage. 20-second clock down under 5-4. He got it off in time. Vinny Testaverde back to pass. Looking to the right side. He throws coming out of the backfield. Number 35 for the Baltimore Ravens, Carwell Gardner. Short gain on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down for the Ravens.
Don, we got to talk about Frederick Ford. Here's a guy that has been, you know, hanging out by the skin of his teeth. You'll see him read this real nice. It's a little screen pass. Vinny sets it up. They're in a double zone coverage where the corner rolls up and the safety goes behind him. And what they're doing is they're giving Ford some help on the deep routes, and he's going to take the short route. There he came up and showed he's not afraid to put his helmet into somebody.
Carwell Gardner out of Mike Conley, our general manager's favorite school, because his son plays there, the Louisville Cardinals.
Oh, man,
all right, 2nd and 7. Vinny Testaverde back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to keep the ball over the 40. Slides past the 45, out to the 46, and that'll be a Baltimore Ravens 1st down. And Ted Marchibroda, our good friend, as Ray Farmer made the stop for the Eagles. You don't want to see that, especially in the preseason, guys.
Well, you're right, but Vinny's a fierce competitor, and you'll see Kevin Johnson coming up the middle, and, you know, he's got to kind of hold his own and not give Vinny that running lane. Vinny is a big, strong guy. Maybe not fleet of foot, but if you give him this much room, he's going to pick up some yards on you.
It was an 8-yard pickup call. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Baltimore Ravens, operating at their own 45. 12:45 to go in the second quarter. Eagles leading 3-0 as we look at Testaverde's stats so far. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. 2-back set behind Vinny Testaverde. As Gardner in motion, fake, play action. Testaverde back at his own 35, goes over the middle, wide open for a big completion deep into Eagles territory. Breakdown on the coverage there as Michael Jackson made the catch. And again, the Eagles are not at full strength in the secondary as Troy Vincent and Bobby Taylor have been held out because of injuries. A 20-yard completion there. And one of the things that they've got to be concerned with, they will have everybody healthy, they say, for the regular season.
Well, on this play right here, you'll see that Joe Kelly has got to get back in this hole. They ran the play action to hold him up. It looks like Jerome Henderson, you know, is a guy that's getting beat. Yeah, he gets beat, but it's underneath. The linebacker has to buzz under that lane and take that throw away. Joe Kelly got held up by the play action fake.
Vinny Testaverde moving the Ravens. They're at the 33 of the Philadelphia Eagles. 1st down and 10. The give is to the back, number 21, coming out of the backfield. This is going to be Ernest Biner, the veteran who we haven't seen so far tonight. Ernest Biner, you were talking to him before the game down on the field. This guy, one of the longtime Cleveland Browns favorites.
Well, he gives you so much, does Ernest Biner. He can run, he can catch, he can block. You'll see him here on kind of their old Washington Redskin play that he ran, the counter tray. But you know, there's a good backside pursuit, and what you have to do is make the backside make that play. And right there you saw the play made by Kevin Johnson for a very short gain.
You're going to call it 2nd down and 9. The ball is just around, say, the 32-yard line of the Philadelphia Eagles. The Ravens going on 2nd down and 9. Single back set behind Vinny Testaverde. Testaverde back to pass. He's in the pocket. He's stepping up. He's going deep down the right sideline. He has Michael Jackson for the touchdown. Michael Jackson for 6 is number 46, Frederick Ford. A guy, as Josh mentioned, may not have been on this team at this point, and there not been a lot of injuries, but he's been able to stay after some problems in minicamp. He got burned, toasted right there.
Well, I had the opportunity to play with Ted Markswood, we spoke about earlier, and he will star Frederick Ford. He will be the guy that he wants prepped. He's a young, inexperienced guy, and when he gets the single coverage, that's where the ball will be thrown. It's a well-thrown ball by Vinny Testaverde. The coverage wasn't all that bad, but here you got an experienced receiver, an experienced quarterback against an inexperienced coverage guy, and the result is 6 for the Ravens.
All right, so the Ravens take the lead 6-3. Attempting to point out for Matt Stover, the veteran place kicker. Holding for him, the punter, Greg Montgomery. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Baltimore Ravens take the lead on the Michael Jackson touchdown pass from Vinny Testaverde. As Ron mentioned, a very nice throw. Frederick Ford just beat by a step as you look at the replays. But anyway, it is a touchdown for the Ravens. They lead 7-3. We'll be back with more Eagles preseason football after this NFL on Fox timeout. That gave the Ravens a 7-3 lead, and reminiscent of what we always see in Green Bay, fan-friendly football players playing to the crowd here in Memorial Stadium.
Well, Michael Jackson has to work on his jump, though. I mean, out to those guys in Green Bay, man, they go flying into the stands. Give a little high five in the stands. That was weak.
Sorry, Josh, he gave it that ball very easily. It was weak, but the fans here are into it. Matt Stover with the kick. Derek Witherspoon and Vaughn Hebron deep for the Eagles. It's going to be the Spooner taking it into his own 4, up over the 10, 15, 20, 25. He's got an opening, but he's tripped up. He gets it out near the 30-yard line, making the stop. Ed Sutter, linebacker on the special teams for the Baltimore Ravens. So the Philadelphia Eagles will begin play in their own territory. It'll be a 1st down and 10 for the Philadelphia Eagles, spotted right at the 30.
You'll see Witherspoon take this ball at about the 5, and there's a crack there. Good surge by the front 4 of giving him a little place to go, and just tripped up there. If he makes it through there, he's got Farmer in front of him, number 55. May have had a big play there, but the 30-yard line to start a drive is good field position.
All right, there's the scoring drive of the Baltimore Ravens. Ray Rhodes not happy with the coverage, of course, on that last play that led to the touchdown. Philadelphia Eagles 1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line. Rodney Peete, single back Vaughn Hebron off the left side. Nice cut out over the 35 up to about the 37-yard line. Very good to see Vaughn Hebron able to cut like that. He missed last season with that knee injury.
Well, he did miss the whole season. Here's the guy the Eagles are counting on. You'll see Vaughn. There were their 2 tight ends in this situation. Jason Dunn with an outstanding down block. Gives Vaughn Hebron a place to go. And this is what Vaughn Hebron can do. You give him that crack, a lot like Charlie Garner, he will take it up the field. Boy, you just went by the screen there, but Jason Dunn, an outstanding down block to give that seam there for Vaughn Hebron.
Okay, we look at Vaughn Hebron, Fred McCrary in the backfield with him. 2nd and 3 for the Philadelphia Eagles. Rodney Peete at the control. Peete, fake to Hebron, over the middle, looking for his outside receiver, number 82, Chris T. Jones, who has had a good game so far. And again, it is a nice grab by Chris T. Jones, good enough for the 1st down.
We'll see right here, Chris T. Jones coming off the line. What he does a great job of is getting off, and it was a weak bump, as you can see right there, but he got behind. You can see the safety help coming in. That's Stephon Moore, who's an outstanding safety, but the ball is thrown there in perfect timing, right in the crease between the corner and the safety. A nice throw by Rodney Peete, being on the same page with Chris T. Jones.
Yeah, and Chris T. Jones, a guy they want big things from. 1st and 10 for the Eagles, operating now for their own 48-yard line. He, of course, came out of the prolific offense in Miami. They want a lot out of him. The give is to Vaughn Hebron. He's into Ravens territory. Going to be a pick of about 4 from his own 48 down to the Ravens 48. And there's big Joe Panos. We call him Pounds. That's his nickname, but he pounded some people there. For all the day's news, an hour ahead of the rest, of course, watch the Fox 10 o'clock news, honored this year by the Pennsylvania Associated Press with the award for Best Newscast and Overall Excellence. Watch the Fox 10 o'clock news tonight, right after the Eagles game, here on Fox Philadelphia. What a crew we got there. Joe Chernikoff, Rich Noonan, the whole gang, and we love them all. They do a wonderful job, man.
The best.
You got it,
The
absolutely.
best.
All right, the Eagles in Ravens territory. Rodney Peete back to pass. Looking out to the right side for Chris T. Jones, and the ball just not there. Chris T. Jones on an out pattern.
Don, that's a timing pattern that has to be complete. Christy Jones did a nice job of pushing up the field, coming back. Rodney just threw the ball a little bit wide. As you can see, Ray's not real happy with particular execution. Rodney read the coverage. He went to the single coverage. He had the receiver open, just didn't hit him.
And that's one of the things, when you look at the stats, 9 out of 14, 89 yards for Rodney Peete. You know Ray's displeased when the headset is off.
He's always displeased. Have we ever seen him happy?
Right, sir. No, well, we saw him happy this morning because he was talking about he thinks this will be a very good team. 3rd down and 6 caller for the Philadelphia Eagles, operating inside Ravens territory. Rodney Peete back to pass. Looking downfield, gets a little backside pressure. He's got to keep the ball down to the 45. He's got the first down. He's got more room. He's down to the 30, down to the 25-yard line. Excellent effort and almost a late hit right there. His teammates are jumping up and down, but there's no penalty flag on the play as Eric Turner almost hit him after he got out of bounds, but a big pickup, 22 yards by number 9, Rodney Peete.
The Eagles ran Freddie Solomon in motion. They ran what's called a smash. All receivers kind of mash up together, and hopefully someone breaks. I see to the right of your screen, Freddie Solomon. Then he comes underneath. Another guy comes underneath trying to pick off a linebacker. Rodney can't find anybody. Oh, baby, a la Randall Cunningham. I did learn something from Randall. Here he goes for 22 yards and a big first down.
All right, Rodney Peete now operating 1st and 10 at the Baltimore Ravens 25-yard line. I think that should have been a flag. It's a preseason.
Come on. This is football.
All right. Vaughn Hebron off the right side. Turns the corner. Nice running room. Vaughn Hebron, number 20, looking very healthy. Big pickup for the Philadelphia Eagles. Almost another Eagles first down. Ray Lewis makes the stop.
The Eagles doing an outstanding job with formation variation, with motion, keeping that Raven defense off balance. They've gone to 2 tight ends now with Jason Dunn and Jimmy Johnson, and really getting after people with the running game.
That'll bring up, as we look at the Ravens, Ray Lewis right there, that'll bring up a 2nd and very, very short. Vaughn Hebron, just a nice run, good line.
Yeah, but Lester Holmes, number 73, comes around that corner, picks 2 guys up. This offensive line under the tutorage of Phil Callahan is doing an outstanding job thus far in this game.
Lester Holmes back from an injury as well. There's the give to Vaughn Hebron inside. He has the first down. The Eagles will be operating 1st down and 10, just outside the Ravens 10. And I'll tell you one thing about this offensive line. It is designed with the drafting of Jermaine Mayberry, the pickup of Steve Wallace and Richard Cooper, the return of health by Lester Holmes. It is really designed to beat Dallas with smash mouth football.
Here's what it is right here. A mano. Look at Big Joe, number 72, right in the center of your screen, finishing off that block, driving his defensive tackle 6-7 yards down the field. Hey, that's what you got to have at the offensive line. It's an attitude up front.
1st and 10 for the Philadelphia Eagles. 7:17 to go in the 2nd quarter. They trail the Baltimore Ravens 7-3 here at historic Memorial Stadium. Rodney Peete. The give again is to Vaughn Hebron off the right side. A little bit of running room. He makes the most of it, gets inside the 10. Vaughn Hebron so far has had 5 carries so far for the Philadelphia Eagles, and he has had 27 yards on the night so far.
Again, the Eagles mixing up their play selection. It's been, you know, a man on a man. Here they come with, again, the counter tree action. Follow number 72, Joe Panos, coming around the horn, looking for somebody to hit. There he is. He gets his block, and you see Vaughn Hebron finding positive play. Vaughn Hebron runs very low to the ground, as you'll see right here. He almost hides behind number 72, Joe Panos. You can't see him. There he goes, fighting for yards, and moves the ball about 5 yards.
All right, the ball is spotted at the 9-yard line, following a 2nd down and 6 for the Philadelphia Eagles. Operating down by not the dog pound, they're calling it the bird cage. Big hit on Vaughn Hebron. Loss on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd and long, and that was an excellent surge by the front of the Cleveland Browns defense, especially number 78, Dan Footman, and number 98, Anthony Pleasant.
Well, Anthony Pleasant, very quick, catches that play from the backside. And this is what happens when you start running these counter trades. Steve Wallace has to make a better block. The cutoff block is necessary to run away from Anthony Pleasant. Steve Wallace, hey, if he gets him there and he gets up on him, he's got to cut him, chop him down, do not let Pleasant pursue that play from the back. Consequently, you get a negative play.
All right, the Eagles, 3rd down and 11. Ball on the 11, 3rd down and 8 to go here, trailing the Baltimore Ravens, as you can see, 7-3. Rodney Peete back to pass. Gets good protection. Looking over the middle, and he has Irving Fryer down inside the 5, and that should be enough for a Philadelphia Eagles first down.
Protection, protection, protection. You give a quarterback in the National Football League 3 seconds to throw is about what he had there. You give Irving Fryer time to work his coverage open. This is what you get. Big plays. Outstanding job by the offensive line. Irving Fryer working hard. He's one of the hardest working Eagles, and you convert a 3rd and 9 situation. Wait, they're going to measure. I don't want to say it too quick. Look at Rodney. This is beautiful. This is beautiful stuff. As a quarterback, you love it. Just give me some time, baby.
And we're going to have a measurement here as Red Cash, and I cannot wait. You don't want to see penalties in a football game. You want to see it well played, but you always wait when Red Cash is the referee for the first penalty first down of the game, so he can say it. You try it,
First down.
Not very good, but we gave it a shot. Wait till he does it. I think this is going to be a first down. They're going to stretch the chain. No, it's going to be a little bit short. So Irving Fryer came up just a little bit short. Going to bring up a 4th and short. Third time that he was in the Pro Bowl recently. Irving Fryer out of Rancocas Valley High School.
Let's play coach here. Go for it, huh?